You know, I love debunking media hoaxes, and they're everywhere. And I'm genuinely sorry for you. I'm being serious here. I'm not messing around with you. I'm genuinely sorry for you if you're getting your news from the mainstream media, because what you're getting is not news. You're getting Pravda-Like propaganda efforts, gaslighting, and lies. I'm sorry for you. So what's the latest media hysteria? Well, as you know, if you've been following the news cycle, President Trump pardoned Eddie DeBartolo, I believe Jr., who was the former owner of the San Francisco 49ers football team. He commuted the sentence of Bernie Kerik, and he pardoned former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich. Commuted the sentence, I got that backwards, of Rod Blagojevich, and pardoned Bernie Kerik, former police commissioner in New York. Sorry for getting that backwards. Precision matters. Of course, cue media hysteria now, Joe. Trump's pardons are out of control. Apparently, they haven't read the Constitution, which clearly delineates the president's ability to pardon people. You know, asking them to read the Constitution is too much. So you would think, ladies and gentlemen, based on media hysteria, again, the media is supposed to be giving you facts, that Trump, if he is truly out of control with the pardons, that this would be some historical anomaly. Right? Joe, I'm asking you a serious question. That would be accurate to state, right? That Trump, being the 45th president of the United States, measuring all 45 prior presidents, that clearly Trump, either in number or in the quality or lack thereof of his pardons, would be some historical standout. Of all the 45 presidents, surely Trump has pardoned thousands, millions of people, because it's anomalous.
Millions. Right.
So let's put up this graphic hat tip Bongino report, which people work for me, but I didn't actually do this, but the BonginoReport.com put this together. So here's CNN. Again, just fake news specialists all the time now. Quote, Trump's pardon spree deepens crisis gripping American justice. If you want to see the graphic, youtube.com/Bongino. You can check it out on our YouTube site. So it's a spree, Joe. CNN's supposed to be a mainstream news site. A spree of pardons. So let's rank presidents by pardons. Here's the actual reality. FDR's number one with 3,687 pardons. Probably not surprising, being that he spent multiple terms in office. Woodrow Wilson, Truman's after that. Obama had 1,927 pardons. He actually ranks number 4. So Trump clearly must be number 5, I guess, right after Obama. If he's not 1, 2, 3, or 4, and there's been some spree of pardons, he'd be number 5. Actually, Trump is 41 out of 45 with an unremarkable and completely unastonishing unpardoned spree or pardon unspree of 34. 34, folks. Those are the numbers. Again, you won't get that from the mainstream media, who will continue again to decry this show and others for being conspiracy theorists. The same mainstream media that told you Spygate was a hoax and collusion was real, got the whole story backwards, will continue to say our show and other conservatives are crazy when all we're giving you is the data. Obama, 1,927 pardons. Number 4 all time, Trump 34, 1927, 34, 1927, 34, 1927, 34. Not even remotely comparable. But again, you will never see Obama's legitimate pardon spree ever described as a spree, because CNN doesn't do news. They're Pravda. It's a fake news outlet. That is not real news. There is no pardon spree. There's no evidence of a pardon spree. If anything, there's only evidence that Trump has failed to pardon as many people as 41 other presidents. Or 40 other presidents. Trump taken out of the mix. Oh. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Not you. Okay. So that was rude. I don't mean, no, because usually when I say that, I'm talking to Joe. I know I know you can't answer back to the, forgive me, I did not mean to be rude there. I love producer Joe. But he is right. When I say that, I'm talking to Joe or Paula. But to the audience, I know you can't answer back, but I want you to ponder this for a minute. Like, does it bother you at all that, I mean, is this really, journalism is supposed to be about reporting the facts, about reporting the chronology of things that happened during the day in the news. Opinion journalism is adding color and flavor to that. That's what I do. But does it bother you at all if you're a leftist that swears by ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, and MSNBC? It's a serious question. I'm not kidding. Does it bother you at all that pretty much every anti-Trump story of any substance that's been reported has been wrong? Does it bother you even a little bit that you think you're reading a nonfiction novel, but everything you're being told is actually false and is made up and is actually fiction? Why doesn't that bother you? Can you not attack Trump on his ideas? That's fine. This is a free country. I respect that. I don't agree with your attacks. But can you not say, I don't like Donald Trump. I think his tax cuts stunk. I think his deregulatory regime is terrible, and here's why. Without constantly making stuff up. And the irony is you constantly accuse Trump of lying, yet what's actually happening is you're the ones lying. You're not telling the truth, folks. And I'm sorry you've been suckered by this pardon spree. And you believe that? Double and triple check everything you hear in the mainstream media. All right, a quick call to action here, because this is important. And then I want to show you some headlines again, how the media is just totally deceiving you. This Washington Post Politico contrast. Folks, the primary dates are coming up in many states. I early voted by mail. It's hard for me to get to a voting location for obvious reasons. You go there with a lot of Trump supporters, you wind up causing more of a distraction than anything. So I typically vote by mail down here in the great state of Florida. Florida's presidential primary is coming up. I believe the date is March 17th. I live in Florida, but because I live in Florida, I don't want to distract you from the other, 47 states or so that haven't voted yet in primaries, factoring out Nevada this weekend. Folks, please. I don't care that the president is the obvious nominee for the Republican Party. There's not a serious opponent. I don't care. Please, action matters. The do matters. Talk is cheap. I say this at every speech I give publicly. I'm glad that you love the show. I am honored deeply from the bottom of my heart that you are here. But if it doesn't motivate you to action, to do things, it is totally useless. You have to get out and vote. I don't care if you vote by mail, by absentee, if you show up to vote. You may say, well, what's the point? Trump's going to be the nominee. I'm wasting your time. You are not wasting your time. We need to show up in unprecedented numbers. The good Republicans of New Hampshire and Iowa who showed up to caucus and vote in the primary for Donald Trump, despite the fact that they didn't have to. Many braved cold weather, had to get babysitters, despite Trump was going to be the nominee no matter what. Thank you. Thank you. I mean that. I'm not joking around. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for doing what you did. It sent an unbelievably strong message that we are not kidding. The new rules are in effect. We are done playing patty cake. This is about saving our country, and we're willing to show up in an election where the result is already done. Trump will be the GOP nominee. We are willing to show up anyway to send those votes in. I did it yesterday. Again, I don't mind going to vote. I only reason because I don't want to cause a distraction here. I voted yesterday, got my stamps out, filled out my form. My wife voted too. We're sending it in today. The Florida presidential primary, by the way, is totally distinct from the other Republican primary. So it's not even like you can vote for anyway. It's a simple Donald Trump affirmation vote. Do it anyway. I want the story to be in Florida, Nevada, Iowa, New Hampshire, everywhere. Holy crikeys. These Republicans are showing up en masse. They're showing up en masse to vote for a president who's already the nominee. He's going to be the nominee no matter what's going on. We're going on. We're done with your BS. No more popular vote losses. No more, primary apathy. He's already the nominee. Please, I'm begging you, get out there.
You just heard The Dan Bongino Show. You can also get Dan's podcasts on iTunes or SoundCloud. And follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 @DBongino.